Okay, 13th of January, Rudy here. Welcome to the Daily Ninja Show, where we go through shares, ETFs on the ASX and US share market, mainly to do with resources. And today we'll also have a look at the mining services and industrial companies, some of them looking quite juicy. So we start with the tank, the MVR ETF. All our mining companies in it. Solid day, up another 1.3%. Australian share market had a bit of a bounce. Obviously the tank helped him, but the financials did have a bit of a bounce today. The XFJ index, so they coming up to fill out the right shoulder. So CBA trying to have a bounce. Just for those who've done the VAS conversion therapy from VAS to MVR, so we can see the tank so at 27%, so you've been better off in the tank. Okay, our tech sector still trying to eke out a bit there. CSL needs to get its head above here before I get interested. America, S&P 500 looking all good. So the Russell 2000, that's been doing the heavy lifting because the Nasdaq's pretty flat. Okay, onto gold. What's he up to? Okay, so we'll just go to a daily chart. Okay, well that's beautiful. So we've popped up to new highs, consolidating above the old high. Picture, textbook picture, beautiful. Aussie dollar gold, so doing the same. Can't ask for much more. XGD, so that's a nice candle to all-time highs. You can see that come through with our big miners. The miners ETF off to new highs. Same with GDX. So Newmont ASX listed. They're going to have to change the charts. They're all up in this top corner. They should be down here. Anyway, it was flat today, but it went hard yesterday. So GDXJ over on the US, so that's nice. Big gap up there. Last night. In terms of NMG takes the accolades today. Look at that candle there. Is that someone got that in the? Yeah, Bobby Bangers. He's got him in the stock picking comp. Very well done, mate. Looking good so far. In terms of, I was thinking, I'm trying to find a big gold stock that hasn't run. I was going to show CYL was looking. Anyway, it's not nowhere near its high, so I'm trying to find somewhere. So a breakthrough there would be bullish. Our mate Northern Star got back above resistance there. And GGP is probably the star of the big boys. He's just been going on a perler. Okay, copper. Okay, so copper price, same. It's consolidating at that candle there at the top end. So then the wire, that's daily. Let's go to a weekly. All right, so we've broken those shooting stars there, so that's bullish for wire. Get that straight. So if we look at some of the boys in there, so First Quantum, yeah, it looks like it wants to go again. Anto, yeah, Southern Copper, Tech. Yeah, so no issues there in terms of our local lads. So BHP was a buy yesterday. Rio was a buy. Sandfire, that's looking fine. Capstone, yeah, it's probably, he hasn't run yet. And DVP, DVP is actually the cheapest production to market cap score. That's run pretty hard there. Anyway, it's going up. So COPJ, there was all big gaps up last night. So TGB, Taseko, it's a big holding in that. In terms of our local lads, that I'm just trying to find something that you can buy. So AMI still looks good. 29M. Hot chili. It's still, even though it's run, it's still the cheapest. Still, even though it's run all this, shows how extremely cheap it was down here. CST just banging on that resistance line there. CNB just consolidating above that. A break of that would be bullish. And CY5 same. Okay. Alright, uranium. So the spot price, you'd think it's going to break up. So URNM, so it's pretty up 2% today. Can it, well, let's have a look underneath. So Kamiko, it's looking pretty solid. Kaza, it looks pretty solid too. Sput looks solid, so that's all good news for URNM. URNJ, there's that shooting star, if broken, is bullish. So UEC, there you go, there's that. So that looks good to go. Palladium just run a bit too hard last week, so it's just going to wait for the others to give the signal. The other ones just only, I don't know, Penn, I had him, no, all the others are pretty much the same. Okay. Rare earths, so REMX, looks like he's on his next leg up. So I see Scott Bessant on the, what do you call them, the G7 finance ministers, saying what's going on with rare earths. Where's all your projects? We don't want to rely on China. So Linus, that's good. Consolidation. MP, so that'll probably break through tonight. The Luca, yeah, that was good. So it's in terms of other little potential speckies, so LKY is looking good. Has NTU, and I've got here V8 and VHM. So as I've said before, it's hard work. These guys, I doubt will ever get mines up, but anyway, they're worth a punt. Okay, Now, if you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button. We're on a mission to go from 10% to 20% on the likes. You're a tough crowd to get likes from. Lithium. So that's actually the candle there. You probably can't see it. It's just, so new highs. So lit P. What a ripper. So Pilbara. So there's that shooting star. It's going to get broken, bullish. So Gang Feng. So they're all. The more I listen to people who know this stuff, it's basically very opaque in terms of supply and demand. But it seems to be on the huge increasing demand, and supply is not plentiful. So still bullish. IGO, Liontown, elevates the cheapest one of them. He's looking great too. In terms of developers, there's JLL, DLI. Now that's looking nice resistance break there. And PMT, he's never given him a tick before. I should give him a tick then. Should have ticked him down here. Anyway, better late than never. Alright, so that's, I won't go through them all. We've got to go to the others. Oil. What's oil doing? Here we go. Okay, so I'll just get that weekly picture. So there's that indecision candle, because it had the body in the middle. So we've got to wait for the week to finish. But if we finish the week with a green bar like here, game on, I think. Natural gas, just trying to find a good area of support. So again, can't ask for much more. Not that helped Woodside today. So he was off 1.7. Santos, you've got Beach, who's looks like he's got good support here. And Horizon, the old Mr. 14% dividend. What a ripper. Okay, I did the gas boys yesterday. How'd fuel go? Okay, so fuel's finding its legs up here above resistance. It's underlying him. So Exxon, so he's looked like he's looking good. Chevron, COP, and Oxy. Funny how they've all got different chart patterns, isn't it? Okay, the others. Alright, so nickel's looking very bullish. Very bullish. So NYSE, that's the producer. So it's probably a good time to buy him again. It's an ugly shooting star, but if the nickel price goes, he will go. LM8 looks pretty good. The other ones, well, that one's looking the best out of them all. Iron ore. He would have thought. I thought China's slowing down, and iron ore and the big mine in Africa that's opening up is going to flood the market. Anyway, you can't get too bullish. It does trade in a range. but yeah, can't fight the price action. So this old DRR, he gives probably a bit low now. That's the royalty company, iron ore, Min Resources. So that's iron ore mining services, lithium. Anyway, he looks. I'd have to give him another official tick. Fortescue. So he's already got a tick. MGX. Now this little specky here, LML. I don't know. He looks ready to rumble. He's got a graphite project and a bit of an iron ore thing going on. Okay, what else did we have here? Oh yeah, Bauxite. Had a request to look at Bauxite. Got it from a couple of people, so someone must have done a video on it. So this is the Bauxite price. So bullish. Doesn't really flow through to, so we've got MMI. Well, South 32 does it, but it's only half aluminium South 32, and we look at him later. So these are pure bauxites. Lovely rounded bottom, but he's not screaming a buy yet. You'd like to see him get above here. Then we got some sort of slash developers. K. They got a big project over in Cameroon, one of the world's largest high-grade undeveloped. That's actually shown that, but it's not. This feels like it just needs to for a while. Then we've got VBX. It's a newly listed one in Western Australia. They're both got a score of 0.5, so that means both their market cap to resource is the same. And then we've got ABX. They're more expensive on a market cap, and their chart looks pretty scary, although I can't. Mark has picked him in the stock picking comp, so he might know something. Then we got a little fluoride play here from Greg, looking wonderful. So share that with the viewers. I may as well have a look at platinum while we're here. Platinum. Okay, so it's stalling at the highs. Palladium doing the same. Okay. Coal. Okay, so we've got thermal coal. Trying to etch out a bottom there. Over in the US, we've got the coal ETF going to new highs. Back home, New Hope looking fine. Yell getting squeezed. And then we've got the met coal people. So the met coal's a lot more bullish, and companies more involved in that. So we've got, okay, so SMR's getting his go-go now. We've got, I think these Coronado still got that issue. They're still, I think they must be still suspended. Whitehaven, so he's in the tank. He's breaking out, so he looks good. And then this is the other little Indonesian coal resource. Royalties 25%. Isn't it funny how governments tax coal because it's evil? Okay, mining services. Let's go. So looking good. So GNP got a nice little, I should have drawn the nice little wedge happening there. If you can read this stuff here, if you want to know more about it. IMD, so that's an old one, and he's just breaking out through resistance. LYL, so there you go, you read there. So that's looking fine. MLG, so he's got a nice little base going on here. The Parenti, the master, so he's off to new highs. NWH, so obviously these guys are busy because it's in the resource boom. Monadelphous, another big player. So he's got that nice shooting star to break there. MSV. Okay, so they're got a nice little base forming here. Although it hasn't got a tick, so maybe I should. Technically, you'd want it to clear here, but drilling, they're going to have lots of business. SXE, Southern Cross Electrical. So again, they'll probably break to new highs. Then Worley seems to have. They're probably the in terms of oil play services, they got big global reach. They stepped into the green energy pasture and lost a lot of money, and so hopefully they've learnt their lessons. Okay, a few farming things. So RFF, looking nice. SHV, the almonds, looking nice. Elders, 6.8 div, looking nice. Then we've got some industrials. So we've got Horizon. These are nice divvies too, these ones. APA, so that's the pipeline, gas pipeline. 6.8 div now with this dropped. So that, I think that would be good. Conservative buying. Brambles. James Hardy breaking up. Reliance, the plumbing business. Reese, the plumbing business. DUR. MPW, finally a big decline up. And PWH. So, who said industrials were boring? Alright, under the girlfriend, what's happening? Bloody hell, what a rocket ship. Weekly, daily, it's a bit like gold. You can't look at that up, just sitting right on resistance. She's like flashing her legs, putting her legs out, saying, look at me. Okay, so we want to see a break to new highs tonight. Anyway, so SILJ, big jump last night, 5%. Now there's another one. It was an old recommendation, and someone reminded me, because I'd forgotten about it, is SLVP, alternative to SILJ. The difference being it's got these two big boys in there. They're the two world's largest silver producers, but they also produce other things, whereas Heckler's more pure silver play. Set M, so that's the American one with this mix. Zinc forming a base, lead forming a base. So XMET, that's XMET's breakdown. So hopefully you all got into that. South 32. That. Okay, so in terms of our local ones, I'm gonna keep promoting this one because I think it's the cheapest out of all of them. So I'm just gonna keep, and it's a safe bet. Boab's building a nice base there. Crowd favourites USL, so popped above resistance now. SS1. Then how did MMA? MMA's looking good, and AVM hasn't run yet. Alright, that's the wrap for today. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. As I said, we're trying to get from 10% likes to 20% likes. Still means 8 out of 10 of you don't do anything. That's okay, we'll go for 10 to 20. Alright, so